Okay. We have lift off. Hello everyone, welcome to or back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Brooke, and if you've been following for a while or you'll see some of my other videos, I'm very pleased to have you back. Today is a video on what I feed my horses. More specifically, what I feed my two show horses or two competition horses when they're in full work, which they are right now because it's show season, which is really exciting. So to start with, they have some good buckets. These ones have like handles, they just like tubs. They both have the same buckets, but the way I like figure out whose is hers, because they get different stuff, I like separate them, if that makes sense. First of all, they get Fiber Protect, and that looks like this. Break it up. So this is what Fiber Protect looks like. It's basically just like a reformatted version of grass, pretty much. So it's gonna fill that up into their buckets. Right, so they have their amounts of Fiber Protect from Fiber Fresh. I will link their website in the description so you can go check them out for yourselves. They're a New Zealand made company. Honestly really incredible. Go check them out. Not sponsored. Right, next ingredient in their cooking is chaff. I use meadow chaff. That's just the chaff that I've always used. Now let's see here. I use like a scoop of chaff, which is actually under where I've put you, so you're gonna have to move for a second. Hang on. Okay, now you're really getting a look of like my dirty feed room. Got the scoop. Okay. Now you can go back to where you were. Hence why I chose that location, because the lighting's a lot better. I think we're sorted. Right, so I have this scoop for chaff. I'm not too sure. Oh, here we go. It's like it's a 2-cup scoop if you fill it up all the way. And I'm going to show you, bye! And I'm going to show you how much chaff they each get. So they get the same base food, but the same, like, different amounts. So they get about a full 2-cup scoop, like so. Maybe does. And then Flamey gets a little bit less of a full scoop. So like almost a full scoop, but not quite. So into Flamey's bucket that goes. Then we use the same scoop and keep dropping things. And they get pony pellets. So I'll show you what that looks like. They're basically just like a balancer fill type scenario, basically. And they each get almost equal amounts. I mean, it just gets a smidge more. So I was talking and I wasn't even recording, but right, back on track. We have done their like base foods, basically. So Memphis gets a bit more, mostly just for weight, because she is in a higher level of competition and a higher level of work than my other pony, Flamey. So she just needs a little bit extra. Right, moving on. So when I've got their feeds done, we need other supplements, right? What supplements are they getting? Good question. Do not fear, I have the answer for you. Starting off with, let's do Memphis supplements first. Memphis gets this stuff. This is magnesium. I keep it in this container because it's easier. And she gets a full scoop of this, slightly heaped, of magnesium. So into Memphis' bucket that goes. Right, then, because Memphis is just a little bit naturally hotter or busier, because she's full, right? She's, you know, younger. Oh, my knee block. Okay, now Memphis was on Seahorse Maxi Digest, however I've taken her off that now, just for the fact that she didn't need it. It was really for her to just like settle in different environments, but now she's kind of got used to routines. Really bad. She doesn't really need it. Right, moving on. Next supplement is this Equine America supplement. She gets the Airways Extra Strength powder. Usually she's on the ventilator, but the shop ran out of that, so we've got the Airways one just for this. That's alright. And she gets a full scoop, slightly heat, like very slightly heat, of the Airways Extra Strength powder. Right, just because it's a bit dusty, especially being in summer and you know she's in arenas a lot, so it's just a little bit dusty. Right, and then she gets these dual vitamins and minerals. And she gets just a little, just like a little bit. And she gets that into her feed. And then Flamey also gets the same vitamins and minerals, so we'll give her a scoop too. I like to have all my horses on the daily vitamins and minerals. Just because I find that it really helps their performance and energy levels and things like that. So that is these vitamins and minerals. I just a basic standard mix of a bunch of different ones. Right, then we move on to Flamey supplements. That was all the Memphis ones. So Flamey also gets the vitamins and minerals too. And Flamey gets this bad boy. I don't know if the screen will be flipped for you, because it's not for me right now. But this is Poseidon's Digestive EQ. This is what Flamey gets. She's a very robust pony, apart from when it comes to her gut. So she gets this to help digestive. But like I said, Memphis used to be on the digestive, but she doesn't need it anymore. So Flamey gets a heap scoop of this digestive, so it's a lot. But yeah, so she gets that, because she is a proud chunk. So that is all my ponies get to eat. And before I finish, I should add that that's this one. That what I also give, I give Memphis the Seahorse Digestive Maxi Digest when she's away at events, shows, long times. I also give her this Alleviate C Calmer when she is away as well. Just to help, this is from Calm Healthy Horses, just help her relax a little bit more, find a bit of comfort. I'm not one to go to supplements when I need to. I prefer good training over supplements. But the Calmer just takes the edge off. It's natural, it's healthy for her. Just takes the edge off. It's just a nicer way to do things until eventually she doesn't. Like, she's 4 years old, she's showing she doesn't need, like, just helps calm her nerves a little bit. But anyway, this is the feeds that they get. So hang on. Let me like show you what they get. Right, so this is the Memphis feed. And then this is Flamey's feed. So they get these feeds once a day, along with grass, hay, and Memphis and Flamey also get a certain time in what I kind of call the turnout paddock. Technically to Americans and people who stall their horses, which we don't have stables here, we just like have fields. They're out in paddocks all the time. But when I mean turnout, I just like mean like a smaller grassy area with lots more grass. So they get a few hours with more grass. You know, just to help with weight and energy, because they're performance horses, they're athletes, they work hard and they deserve to be refueled properly. So that is their buckets of feed. I should also add that when you're feeding a concentrated food, such as a balancer or pellet like that, you have to feed it with a source of fibre. Whereas that's chaff like that, or if it's, let's find it, or if it's more of a fibre tip like this. So concentrate should not be fed without proper fibre. Anyway, that's my top tip for you today. And now they've got our feeds. There's one more thing we got to do before we give them the feeds. We have to soak them. Why do I soak my feeds? Technically I could give these feeds to them both dry, Like, they don't need their feeds to be soaked, but I always wet my feeds no matter what type of feeds they are, because wetting their feeds is better for them. It prevents choke and it makes it more comfortable for them to digest and eat correctly without choking, basically. Because if they get a condition called choke, it can be. I have been really fortunate to not have to experience a horse having choke yet. I say yet with a sad face. It's just not a very pleasant thing that I've heard. I've heard horror stories around that. It's just like it's like a heebie-jeebie subject. Anyway, got that morning feed, or their daily feeds. I feed them in the morning, their buckets, and they get extra grass and hay throughout the day as well. But they get their supplements in the morning because I usually ride them in the afternoons, in the evenings, so it just kind of makes sense for them to have their supplements before that. But yeah, that's everything for what they get fed. Let's go water their feeds and then we can give it to them. That is what I feed my 2 competitive show horses when they're in full work. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit that subscribe button, like, follow, share, comment, whatever you want to do. Really helps a lot. I have lots more videos on my channel if you want to head over there to check those out. There are new videos coming very often. Very often. I have videos at least once a week. Usually closer to 2-3 times a week, which is quite difficult to do, but I really enjoy it. But I enjoy you more watching this video, so thank you so much for your support. It means the world, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!